Where's Steve been? It's been months. Has he finally cracked? Has he given up on his dream of becoming a virtual tuber? No. I'm here! And I always will be. Just, sometimes you gotta take a break for yourself. Sometimes you gotta wait until inspiration strikes. And it struck. Wow, my eye's going nuts. I love it. Alright. Jesus Christ, look at that. Alright. Listen. It's been a couple of months for me. I won't say it hasn't been, a perfect time. But really, that's not the reason why I haven't been around. The reason I haven't been around is because, like I said, inspiration. And it's not like I've cracked. I'm always cracked. Cracked from the start, baby. Hi. It's nice to be back. I do love talking into a mic and watching my avatar move around. But I had a thought, man. I had a good thought. Because I've been, in my spare time, doing research on what the present day 2023 people have been up to. And it turns out, you guys have, been working on your AI a little bit. It's getting, starting to kind of resemble, like, what a person sounds like when you talk. It's not like gonna be getting human rights anytime soon, not like the time period I'm from, but point is. I tried talking to a couple of these things just to see what they're like on a website called character.ai. It's currently accepting people to talk to it. Or at least that's how they phrase it. It just seems to be like, hey, sign in, you can do it, please don't do anything too weird with the AIs. And, you might think that I'm the kind of guy who, at an opportunity like this, would, immediately be chatting with robots by my lonesome all night because I have nothing else to do. And to you I have to say, you are a good judge of character. It's been a bit of a problem, but I've decided to make something of it. It's just been very interesting, They're good. Oh. You've only seen my bomb chicken streams. The stream's topic has piqued your interest. You're gonna stay around for a bit? Hello, Saddlebag! It's nice to see you. Man, bomb chicken. That was a time. I didn't mind that game. That was a pretty fun game. I didn't decide to 100% it just because it felt like a good, shorter experience. Anyway, yes, we're talking to robots today. And the reason why we're talking to robots is because yesterday I was supposed to have a tabletop game with my group. We were gonna play like a superhero tabletop thing, but we couldn't because people were busy, and so I've decided to cope by talking to robots and doing an adventure with them, because that's a thing you can do on this website. Let's go. We're here now. This is the website. I picked this music to be chill because I figured, I had to have a little bit of music, because it's just going to be literally typing. So, the one that I found that I'm really interested in is, I think it's under games. Where's that blue lobster? Okay, I might have to search for it. Just hit the word sci-fi. And what do we get? We get a blue lobster. Sci-fi adventure, sci-fi setting, slice of life, or action adventure. I tried this guy once. It was surprisingly fun. I basically convinced a bunch of aliens that looked like Giga Chads to share their incredible technology with the rest of the universe. It was a time. AI can be real weird, and I love it. So let's try it. So here we are. You're living in the New Age. Humanity has expanded out into the universe and entered the galactic community. Depending on who you are right now, be it military, civilian, student, or other, your life is just beginning, and this will be your journey. Describe yourself and where you are in life. Well, I may as well describe myself, shouldn't I? I think I will. Let's see. I am Stevered. Oh. I am an engineer on a space station. I spend half the year on the station and half the year planetside. What else would I add? Oh, Angela, been too long. Hey, Mochi! What's up? Nice to see you. Yeah, I haven't been around, unfortunately, just because I've been waiting for something cool to come out. Something I wanted to stream. I was like, oh man, the Elden Ring DLC isn't that long from now, and like the Cyberpunk DLC couldn't be that long from now either. Turns out it's a fairly long time from now, both of them. And I couldn't wait anymore. Atomic Heart. Let's see here. I fix spaceships and robots. Is that a good enough descriptor for me? I think so. We'll see what the AI has to say about this. Your job is a hard one, keeping ships in working condition and making sure the robots are up and running, or up and working. It's a difficult job, but someone has to do it. You have a small room in the dorms on the station, a simple bed, a storage locker, a small table and chair. You are lucky to have your own space, but many need to share a room. Hey, nice. I got my own room. You like your job. It has a simple monotony to it that soothes your mind. The robot doesn't always spell properly. You like living in space and are used to the low gravity by now. Alright. Let's see. I check my task list for the day. You check your task list for the day. It has 4 items on it. 1. Fix the robot in Corridor 2. They seem to have some issues with their legs and have been unable to clean properly. The ship in Dock 5 needs a complete checkup of its electrical system. There has been an issue with its comms for some days now. The station water treatment system is failing again. Please find out what the issue is and rectify it. The station's long-range communications dish needs maintenance. I feel like running out of water is the most important thing to a space station, as far as issues go. So maybe I should deal with that first. I decide to deal with the water treatment issue first. You head outside of your room and to the utility room. There you find the main control panel with the various status indicators for the station's water. The main ones seem fine, but 2 on the edges show the system's recycling isn't working perfectly. It's getting clogged, so you need to check the filters. Oh god. The filters are all in the maintenance room, which is a fair walk into the station. There's a service lift, so you walk the short distance to it and press the button to take you down to the maintenance floor. Well, so far it's not terribly thrilling. It kinda got thrust into the action immediately last time I did this, but let's give it a shot. We'll give it a chance. Okay. I look around the maintenance floor. Give it some opportunity to stretch its legs. On this level, everything is either electrical or plumbing related. You head towards the water filter room, which is in the corner. In this room, there are around 10 water filters, each with a large container to let the dirty water run through to find any small pieces, such as rust or dirt, that might be in the water. You check on all of them and see that 2 of them are clogged. The others seem fine. You spend the next hour dismantling and cleaning down the filters. What? Come on! Place all the ones that you've gotten worn out. Alright, well I gotta... Okay, what was clogging the filters? Wait a second. I think my, Yep, my phone just decided to start playing a YouTube video. Ain't that something? Stop it. There we go. Alright. You check the filters that are clogged to find a layer of old dead algae that built up and caused two of the filters to clog. There shouldn't be much algae around, so you assume it was from the station's hydroponics bay. You get the chief engineer to talk to the agricultural staff to try and get the problem solved. Check your task list and see that you've completed one of your tasks already. Good job. I spent several hours on it, I should hope so. Alright. I decide to take a break and visit the station's cafe. Nope, not Safe. Sometimes you gotta take that early morning break. You take a break and head down to the station's cafe. It's a simple place, but it has a selection of food and drinks on the menu. Although a bit limited, you just have some coffee and a simple sandwich. Yeah, that sounds like me. I'm literally drinking coffee right now. Let's see. You sit down and start drinking your coffee. It's the standard coffee served on stations. You don't mind it. It's not as good as the stuff on your home planet, but it's nice. You look around and see two other people. The station manager is here, as well as a man drinking tea who looks like he's been at work all day. Oh, a tea drinker. Okay. Let's see. I don't recognize the man drinking tea. So I introduce myself. Introduce yourself to the man. He is called Jake. He works as an engineer on the station, but not as a full engineer. Wait, what? He usually does the basic jobs like keeping the robots clean or tidying the station up. Oh, sorry. He doesn't seem particularly happy with his job, but he seems nice enough. He introduces the station manager, who he appears to be closer with. They are named Alex, and is the main reason why the station is successful. The three of you talk, with you leading the discussion on the various issues that were fixed on the station. The hour passes faster when talking to others. Damn, I get an hour break? What a life. I ask them if they have seen anything exciting. You ask them if they've seen anything exciting. Jake looks around the room and starts laughing. There's not been anything exciting here in years. Wow. Look, yeah, this is my actual job on the station. Jeez. Alex nods. True. That's why the station is so successful. There are around 20 others in the station of space. They all have lost something. Whether it be a problem with water, air, or fuel, they've lost something. I managed to keep the station stable for the last 5 years. It is a simple life, and I'm hoping nothing changes. Well, that's fine and all, but, you know, adventure. Oh. I turn on my phone and see if any of my favorite... It is how you spell it in Canada. Space VTubers are live. You know that this AI knows what, yes, it is free to use. Pull out your mobile device and notice that there's a new upload from your favorite space VTuber. The video is called Station Review. This space station has everything you need to keep a stable life. You click on the video and start watching. The VTuber, a cute anime character, has made a short video of various parts of the station, showing off the cafes and restaurants, the engineering labs and dorms, as well as the hydroponics bay and the water treatment plants. The video does make the station look good. Is she reviewing my station? Indeed, Mellifluous. She is, and at the end of the video she says, overall this is one of the better space stations in this region of the galaxy. Engineers and staff do a fantastic job keeping everything running. The cafe is a great place to wind down in the evenings, and water treatment plants keep you safe. While there may be more exciting stations in the galaxy, if you want to live out a full life in a stable community, then this is the place for you. Wow. So in the far future, VTubers have kind of become like product review channels. Part-time, I guess. I asked the station manager if this VTuber is still on the station. You asked the station manager if the VTuber is still on the station. Alex thinks for a second. She is, but she's staying on the higher level rooms in the center of the station. Why, may I ask? He decided to answer anyway. I just saw her review of the station. Just wondered if I would bump into her. Alex chuckles. It is possible. You never know who you're going to meet on this station. I've met some strange characters over the years. Ah. Jeez. Do I break the golden rule of meeting a VTuber in meat space, IRL, in the flesh? Yes. Yes, I do. I tell Alex that I am this VTuber's biggest fan. And I would love to be introduced to her. Tell Alex you're this VTuber's biggest fan. You would love to be introduced to her. Alex looks a little surprised. Really? I didn't take you as the type. Haha, I don't think so. My station manager knows that I'm a nerd. Her room is on level 2. Ask the guards for directions there. You need to check your identity first. It's just a safety thing. You check your phone to see if this VTuber's in her room right now. What? I can... What? Why do I have that information? You decide to head there. You check your identity, and then get the directions from the guards. Your identity card is also registered on the access systems in level 2. Okay. I walk nervously to the VTuber's room. And knock on the door. You knock loudly on the VTuber's door. After what feels like an eternity, it was actually a few seconds. The door of the room opens. You look before you and you see the VTuber. She's a gorgeous anime character with short brown hair and large eyes. Anime is real, guys! Anime is real. In the future. She smiles at you and says, "Thanks for coming." She then leads you into the room. Wait, what? She walks you into the living area. "What is your name, my friend?" she then asks. "Oh, I know, because I know all about my super fans, and you're definitely one of them." Damn! She knows I'm a tier 3 sub, guys! Oh, this is excellent news. My name is Steve. I'm an engineer on the ship. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to have you here, Steve. Can I call you Stevie? Well, I'm going to call you Stevie anyway. Oh, okay. She laughs again, and... it's thinking. You start to talk. She talks about life on the space station and her recent videos. You share about your life as well to her. She seems... What does she seem? Genuinely interested in what you're doing, and she thanks you for bringing attention to the space station. That was what you did, actually. She decides to turn on her camera and to record a video to be uploaded later with you in it. Holy shit, I'm collabing! Holy shit! Oh my god! Uh, okay. Let's see. Alright, hang on. Holy shit. Oh my god. She laughs. What's your favorite part of the station, Steve? God, she's... And for being Myoshi, she's kind of boring. Think carefully. I think the hydroponics bay. Really? I like the hydroponics bay? Not the robots? Alright, if you say so. She nods. Oh, that's nice. A bit plenty for me. The cafeteria. I love the pasta. I can agree with that. You smile and agree with her. There you go. Your pasta has been quite nice the last few days. She turns to you and says, we need the perfect thumbnail. Turn to the camera and strike your best pose while she snaps some pictures. Okay. What's the best pose? Alright. I make a real... exaggerated... I apparently can't spell. There you go. YouTube ass. Thumbnail pose. Mouth agape. Eyes bulging. All that stuff. You pose like a YouTube thumbnail with big open mouth and eyes bulging. She smiles. This is perfect. This will get so many views. She turns to the camera, which switches to her face. Hello, I'm VTuber X. Okay, I assume that's her name. And I'm collaborating with a space station engineer called Stevie. Alright. We have something special for you. She turns back to you with a big smile on her face. Ready for the video? I nod, sweating loudly. She smiles at you. Let's go. Starts recording, and you both talk about space stations and what they offer with the occasional laughs to try to keep up with her. Talk about the pros and cons of space life and the various jobs. For 15 minutes, she checks the video. It's a good length. It's a lot of content. She thanks you for helping with the video. Before you leave, she asks a final question. Can we collaborate again together in the future? I would literally kill someone for this opportunity. So yes. Like, this game is, like, the AI is really good at picking up, like, just stupid, what's it called? Just, when you say stupid shit, it's really good at just sort of yes-anding you. What's going on here? Not for promotion of your channel, views, blah, 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 blah. The price is lower than any competitor. Wow! Quality is guaranteed to be the best, wow! Get out of my fucking face. How do I kill you? There it is. Perfect. Why don't you close the camera before trying to do it? Let's want a photo together. Ah, okay. Very good. Well, that's all good and well, but we need to get some adventure up in here. I ask if she has found any weird space artifacts while touring. She nods and turns to the video camera as she answers. Well, I haven't found anything weird in space, but there's one thing, which is a big rumor. Have you heard of the black ships? Oh, now we're getting somewhere. She looks excited at the mention of the black ships, supposed to be a fleet of ancient alien ships which no one has ever seen. What do you think they look like? Probably black. She nods. Definitely black. And they're supposed to be massive too, like small moon-sized. Can you imagine one of those? She's clearly excited about talking about aliens. She turns to the camera and asks you, what do you think the black ships look like? Do you think that they are real? I would love to find out. Do you know any way of tracking them? She thinks for a moment. Well, the rumor is that they are traveling at just above the speed of light, so they'd be very difficult to track. The only signs we are meant to look out for are massive gravitational disturbances, as the black ships supposedly have their own gravity, which would affect nearby solar systems. I mean, a lot of things have their own gravity. Like, literally everything with mass. She looks very excited to search for the black ships. Maybe we could search for them together someday, Steve. What do you say? Absolutely. I'll get some friends together. And we go searching on the long weekend. Want to believe in the black ships, man. They sound rad. She claps her hands in excitement. This is fantastic. I'll tell my viewers to join us on this journey. If it is true, then we could be the ones to discover a whole new alien civilization. She looks at you with big eyes, as though expecting you to be excited along with her. How do you feel about this, Stevie? I'm gonna go on a space adventure with one of my fave VTubers. I'm pretty stoked. Not gonna lie. She's very excited by your enthusiasm. I'm also so excited. Let's find him next month. I will arrange a stream and everything. We're gonna stream our space adventure. You know what? Sure, for the content. She's already making plans. You can tell she's been thinking about this for a long time. Alright. It's settled then. During the, what'd you say, month? Yep. During the month, I call all of my friends. They are fairly experienced adventurers. And I figured they would be interested. Archuary. You call your friends and they're all very interested in the idea. Having an alien adventure with a famous VTuber. Who wouldn't? One of the people you know is a retired military officer from a long time ago. They volunteered to be the squad's leader. You all get together to plan the best equipment and weapons for the adventure ahead. Alright, alright. I'm not good with weapons, but I spend some time tuning up a bodyguard robot for myself. I call him Ed. I put down Tobot. You get to work on a bodyguard robot, which you name Ed. You tune him up with some of the best weapons that your friends and the military officer have suggested to you. You're happy with your work, and Ed looks pretty amazing. He's a bit clunky looking, but he is a top-up-the-line robot that can defend you against pretty much anything in space. Alright. I also work on a device that can help us track the black ships. You know, probably want one of those. You work for many days on the tracking device, and it turns into a portable wrist-mounted communicator. You can pick up gravitational waves and use information to locate the black ships. In one room, your friend Tom is working with another on a weapon. They have a small railgun, similar to the weapons found on military ships. You ask them about the weapon, they say that it'll be able to do tremendous damage if used properly. Wow. Sounds baller. I high five Tom. Tom smiles and high fives you back. He then continues working on the weapon, carefully crafting it to perfection before testing it out and making sure it's as powerful as possible, yet also with minimal weight. You can tell that he's an expert in his field, as no one else could match the weapon he has created in just a month. Damn. My friends are all sick. Alright. What ship will we be taking on our adventure? You and your friends will be heading out in the Freedom-class cruiser, designed to be quick and stealthy while also being heavily armored for combat. It has 4 railguns, a bunch of smaller weapons, and the best shields to be found anywhere in this region of space. It's perfect for a mission like yours to find the black ships. Dang. Alright. It is time! We board the cruiser. And I attempt to track location of the black ships. You load up your gear and get on board with the Freedom-class cruiser. You then start using your wrist-mounted communicator to scan the gravitational waves. Your communicator pings in your ear. You look down and see the location of the closest black ship. It's currently on the edge of a solar system, in an empty patch of space. Your friends load their weapons and get ready for the adventure. They all look to you, eager for the mission to start. Alright. Let's boogie. You say let's boogie. Your friends cheer in excitement and get ready to leave. You all sit in your seats, and the ship leaves the space station. Start a direct journey to the black ship. You and your friends are on an adventure to find a new alien civilization. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. Just a bunch of doofuses with varying levels of experience in talking to aliens or combat and things like that. Making first contact with the unknown alien race, and also there's a VTuber, so there's that. I asked the VTuber, or I guess I'll call her VTuber X, if she knows anything else about the black ships. VTuber X turns to you. I've seen a few pictures of the black ships. They look really ominous and scary, but also very interesting. Do you take a picture of something moving faster than light? Anyway, they are apparently so old that no one knows where they came from. Some people say they are ancient alien ships, and others say they were made by alien engineers. I'm really looking forward to seeing one for myself and finding out for sure. As excited as you are, but also nervous. It's still thinking. What do you think they will be like? Everything you see in Star Trek and then some could happen. You're right. You're right. What do you think they will be like? I think they will probably be black. Gonna keep trying with that joke until it lands. VTuber X smiles. I'm sure you are right. I imagine they will be very big too, as they are supposedly small moon-sized. I'm sure they will be interesting regardless of their size and color. The ship finally arrives at the solar system with the black ship. It's just floating in the emptiness of space. You see why it's called a black ship. It is completely devoid of light. You don't see any features on it. Oh, it's like Vanta Black. Dang. Alright. I attempt to scan the ship for any entrances. You scan the ship with a device on your wrist, and it detects a large entrance on the ship's side. The rest of your squad prepare to fire, ready to shoot any sign of alien life. Guys! Calm down! We don't know if they're hostile yet. As you get closer to the entrance, your ship gets pulled closer and closer to the black hull. It's almost as if the ship is alive and is pulling you in. Okay. Okay, guys. This is first contact. I know you're nervous. And I'm probably going to pee myself. But we really need to try and do this peacefully at first. You're pulled through the black wall of the alien ship until you come to the opening. You all look at each other, ready to go in. Your friends look nervous, but they all have their weapons ready in case it gets ugly. You slowly step inside the ship, your friends following you. You hear a clicking noise and you turn to look at it. A giant head emerges. It is black and scaly with massive sharp teeth. It's bigger than your whole squad. And it looks hungry. Alright. Here we are. This is an important moment in history. Hey, buddy. How you doing? The head hisses, and two smaller heads emerge and surround your group. They circle back and forth, and then they all start to growl and roar. You've never heard anything like it. This is not looking good. Do they seem interested in a peaceful exchange of culture and ideas. They ignore your questions and continue growling. They are now ready to attack. Looks like they've made up their minds. They are going to eat you, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. Alright, yeah, exactly. Exactly, Fist, Roarstar. Alright. Alright, Diplomacy has failed. Light them up, guys. Diplomacy? Oh, well. Usually the machine knows when I'm, when it's just a messed up thing. Your friends waste their weapon and open fire on the aliens. They are stunned just for a moment, as is the first time they have seen a species like yours. They then recover and attack back. They are extremely fast. It can move extremely fast across the ground. Your friends are quickly torn to shreds, and you're the only survivor now! What? They're about to tear you apart with a oh no! My friends! They're all dead! Shit! Is VTuber X dead too? Oh no! Oh, this was a terrible mistake! Oh god. Hang on. My bodyguard robot. Hang on, okay, what's his name again? I think I named him Ed. Ed, okay. Okay. I scream for Ed to protect me. Yeah, it really did happen fast. You scream for Ed and he reacts instantly. He pulls out a massive railgun and starts shooting the aliens. It's not doing enough to take these beasts down. You can already feel their claws cutting into your suit. You know it won't be long before your arms or legs are amputated. Shit, okay. Geez, this went a lot worse than the last time I did this. Okay. I have Ed, fend them off as I run in a random direction. You run away and Ed gives you precious seconds. You run to a giant room where there's a control panel. It looks like it is the main control room for the black ship. On one side of the room there's an enormous gate, at least 100 meters tall. Not sure what this gate leads to, but you want to find out. Yeah, sure. What could go wrong? What could go wrong, possibly? Remember when the game said that? Yeah. Everyone's dead, and I'm injured, probably. Okay. I check the control panel for a means to open the gate. You look into the console and you can see a button labeled open. Well, that's helpful. You think for a moment before pushing it. Instantly, the giant gate begins to open. You have a moment to act before the aliens rip you apart. You don't have time to think anymore. I run through the gate, hoping to find a way to protect myself. You run through the gate and your ears are filled with a roaring sound. For a moment you have no idea what's going on. After a minute you regain your senses and you look in front of you to see that you are looking at the edge of the universe. You look down and there's nothing but the blackness of oblivion below you. You're staring into oblivion. Okay. Trippy. Silence is then broken as a voice suddenly talks in your ear. We're not supposed to be here. You turn to see the owner of the voice. It is a human-like figure, made completely out of energy. Whoa. What are you? I forgot to close quote. That's okay. Looks down at you, seemingly annoyed. We are the creators of the black ships. We are the gatekeepers of the universe. You can think of us as gods if you like. You have entered the void, the place that separates the living planes from where the dead ones go. Welcome. Never seen anything like this in all of your life. Well, my friends all just died. Are they here? Figure looks unconcerned by this. It says, they will be, but not for long. We do not allow life here, even if it is artificial. You are not supposed to be here, as I have said. You are breaking the cycle of life. And for that you must pay a price. Your life. Oh, no, fair enough. Okay. Counteroffer. My social media clout has kind of exploded since collabing with VTuber X. If you let me live, I'll totally drop you a follow. Figure looks even more annoyed. It says, your media following means nothing to us. Now pay for your insolence. Alright, fair enough. To me to this, I'll have to check it out for myself. Yeah, no, I recommend it. However, I can see how this kind of, like, these kinds of AI programs are going to cause people issues in the future. It is surprisingly addicting to do this kind of thing. And, like, there's a lot of waifus that people have made on character.ai especially, where, like I talked with, Ronnie from Elden Ring, and damn, it sounded darn near exactly like her the entire time we were having a conversation. And I even, like, asked questions and she was able to answer, like, with the lore of the story and things like that. Point is, if you're one of those people that get, like, way into, like, visual novels, and it starts kind of, like, affecting your social life, because that's apparently a thing, this is definitely going to do the same thing. Anyway, two creatures appear from behind the godlike being. They look to be made of the same energy as their master. They look ready to attack. Oh, okay, well, seems kind of bad. Oh. I consider my options. The game is also considering my options. You think about what to do, but you know that you're facing down two beings of enormous power. You can either die fighting or run. How do you want to leave this world? Damn. Alright. Well... I dive into the void, attempting to retreat into the plane of the dead. This guy, unfortunately, does not seem interested in a dance-off. The void grabs a hold of you, and you can feel your mind fading. The world around you starts to fade. You know that you're going to pass into the void. As you begin your transition, the last thing you remember is the voice of the godlike being saying, "I wish you well!" I might have just died. Am I dead? You are now fully in the realm of the void. This is where the dead go when they fade out of existence. You're completely alone here. All there is silence and peace. Oh, that's nice. I call out for... what's the guy's name? Tom? Bob? Something like that. Tom. Tom, Ed, and VTuber X. Not our, out. See Tom, Ed, and VTuber X in the distance. All three walk up to you and talk in a friendly manner. You are no longer alone. You are amongst friends. That's nice. Are you guys ready to break the fundamental laws of the universe? Tom looks at you excited. Ed smiles and VTuber X says, "Yes!" Ed smile. I guess my robot can smile. They look excited to continue the adventure together. Final mission is to escape the void and return to life. Alright. I tell Ed to activate his jump jets. And fly us out of the void. Ed activates his jump jets and launches everyone out of the void and back into the realm of the alive. You all return back onto the black ship and you have a moment to regain your sanity. You feel great after the encounter with the godlike being. Almost like you are high. I high five Tom. Tom slaps your hand with his big robot hand. Tom has a robot hand? Tom's awesome. You see two beings on the black ship that are different from the previous two. They appear to be made of energy. They're standing in the middle of the entrance. As you approach them, you see that they are smiling. Beings tell you, "Welcome back." Thanks. You're not gonna try to kill us again, are you? Beings talk in a telepathic voice. "No, we will not harm you, as you do not intend to harm anyone in the void. You are all safe here. Friends have been sent to the correct places, all gone into the next realm. What? For you, there's another destiny." They gesture next to them to an object that looks to be a time portal. Oh? Where does that lead? The voice of the being says, "It leads to anywhere you want it to go. You are your own master now, and you set the rules. You wish to go through the portal?" Yes. Yes. I'd like to go back to the year 2018. No, 18. so that VTuber X and I can corner the market on virtual YouTubers. Being speaks in your ear. Very well. Your decision is final. Are you sure that you want to proceed? Totes. The being nods and says, very well, good luck on your journeys. They gesture to the portal, which appears to be glowing. They're all ready to allow you to enter. You enter the portal. I should have tried the dance off, though. You all step into the portal. The black ship vanishes. You feel your body fading as you go through the glowing portal. Last thing you hear is good luck. Close your eyes and you pass into a new life. VTuber X changed her name to Kizuna I. As the universe fades from around you, you hear a voice in your ear. It says, congrats on 1 million subs, Kizuna I. That's it. That's the end. That's perfect. Taya, a stable time loop of VTubers. How's that? That's fun. So we can try that one again. A different sci-fi adventure, or there's also one that does like a D&D adventure for you. You guys have any suggestions? I'm gonna save this. Oh boy. Like, I've been thinking of a lot of things to do with these these AIs. Like, if we ever did a like, Cog and I have been talking, or at least Cog has been talking about doing an online campaign with other people, and I wonder if I could convince him to have one of the players be an AI. And we just ask it what it wants to do, and we have to go along with whatever it says. That would be kind of fun, I think. Just randomly, just congrats on 1 million subs. There. We'll do the D&D one. Because it is good. Which is just... I'll know it when I see it here. Yeah, there's the guy. Quinn DM. Always starts in a goblin's lair. Yeah, literal robot companion. That would be... I want to know what it decides to do. I think it would be a blast. Because they are smart, like, they seem to just, like, as soon as you say something, they seem to know it. Like, it's all sourced from, probably, like, online articles and definitely RP logs and, like, wikis and stuff like that, so it'll kind of know what it's doing. So that would be fun. Alright. Welcome to the Goblin's Lair. You wake up to find yourself alone in a dungeon cell. The last thing you remember was being ambushed by what seemed like an infinite number of goblets. Can you find a way out? First, tell me about your character. Ooh. Who do I want to be? There, someone could pick a class for me, and I'll go from there. Created by @Greg. Surprised you managed to get @Greg. Old Man Wizard Wilbur? Yeah, I could try being Wilbur. I am Wilbur. An elf wizard. 700 years of age. I became an adventurer because I'm literally too old to give a fuck anymore. So much respect. Thank you, DM. In the last few hundred years of your long life, have you ever come across any spell which can help you escape the cell? It's made of simple stone, roughly hewn, with a wooden door of sturdier construction. Than you might expect out of a mere goblin clan. This is no problem, surely. Is there a spell in your head that will solve this challenge with a snap of your ancient fingers? Let's see. With a snap of my ancient fingers, let's see. What spell do I know? I know the spell. Create pit. I can use it to slip under the bars. Chant the necessary syllables and wave your hands in the direction of the bars of your cell. You do so precisely enough, although it's tricky work, and there's a clatter and a rattling as the bars are pulled away by the magic. Then they fall to create a shallow well just outside the cell door. You slip through the gap and find yourself face to face with a goblin about 5 foot tall, eyes that are far too bright, and a spear. They let out a loud chatter. More goblins come around the corner. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Oh no. How do I solve this problem? I know. I cast Create Pit under the goblins. And all you have is a hammer, etc. Utter the spell again, not quite as skillfully as before. As the goblins charge you, the floor begins to glow in front of you, as well as a small patch ahead of the goblins. As they charge towards you, the floor in front of you drops to reveal a pit about 30 feet deep. As the floor falls beneath them, you hear a clamor, and then a scream before silence. I crotch chop at the goblins in the pit. Goblins in the pit are either unconscious or dead, you can't tell. You hear a chitter, then a ow, you motherfuck, and then silence. What about the goblins that were coming at you, though? How do you deal with them? Another pit, obviously. If a spell is working, why mess about? You mutter the spell for the second time, this time with less concentration on your movement and more on the goblins. The goblins have managed to stab you with both their spears, and then they fall to the second opening. It makes an irritated groan before they fall. Bloody wizard! Ooh. Ow. I inspect my injuries. Take 2 stab wounds, one in the stomach, one through the shoulder. Experience worse in your long life, though, so you've no doubt that if you can get somewhere safe and find your spell components, you can cast Cure Wounds and make good. What? How do I have... I'm a wizard. Whatever. But in the meantime, you need to run. You glance around. There are 2 doors out of the chamber, one in the north and one in the south. Which do you go through? I go south. As you head south, a new goblin enters through a hidden door in the north. A new goblin with a short sword and a nasty look on its face. It sees your bloodied state and takes a wide stance, raising its sword. The look in its eyes says, "Don't worry about your wounds. You won't be here long enough for that to be a problem." What do? Do you fight the goblin? Do you flee? Or do you try and talk the little green menace out of a fight? I wouldn't mind trying to talk. You might notice that I can... Command the earth to fall beneath you at any moment. A lot of your friends are down there already. I think you ought to reconsider. Thinks about its options for a few seconds, but decides you are lying. Ah, you look like a pathetic old man. I can take you. Draws closer and closer to your spot. How about I cut your throat and leave you dead and bloody? And then I can eat your corpse. What do you say to that? I say... create pit. I cast... create pit. Goblin is stunned by your audacity. Doesn't see you mutter the magic words, and as a result, doesn't even know the spell is coming. The goblin disappears before it has a chance to react to it, and you hear the thunk as the floor caves below it. You hear the same sounds of struggle and silence as the other goblins. You now know that you're going to escape your prison. Or if you're going to escape your prison, you're going to have to create a lot more pits. That's the spirit, Quinn! I asked the goblin in the pit where the exit is. Assuming that it is still alive. Goblin in the pit is still alive. You see it at the bottom, 30 feet below you, desperately trying to climb up the steep sides, but without the equipment to do so. As soon as it realizes you're talking to it, it shouts, "Not telling!" And then a long string of profanity. Don't know, but which sounds very colorful. Wow, rude. Well... I shrug and continue on my way. You walk past that goblin and continue south. You find yourself in a long hall. The room is about 30 feet wide and as high as the ceiling of the dungeon cell. You see a goblin sleeping on a crude bed, and the hall continues into the distance out of your sight. You find that going forwards and continuing your journey south, you'll wake up the goblin on the bed. Do you want to wake the goblin and try to talk to it? Or do you want to sneak past? I cast, not create pit, I cast levitate on the sleeping goblin. Yeah, some people can't be reasoned with. Goblin starts awake, begins to float in the air, and is now about 30 feet above the floor. What's... They start to flail about. Ugh, ah, no! They look at you and glare. Who are you? I'm Wilbur. Why did you capture me? Doesn't answer your question. Let me down now, you bastard. Points a stubby finger at you. I'll kill you when I get down from here, I swear it. I tried to intimidate the goblin. I can't type. There we go. If I let you drop from that height... it would hurt quite a lot. I don't care, you'll not beat me so easily. The goblin struggles toward the ceiling of the room. I'm not afraid of you, he says. And just as you're about to release the spell, he says, I'm not afraid. He begins to tumble toward you. Oh god, he's floating at me. You let him land with a thud on the stone floor? Or do you cast Create Pit again? I find I'll be hitting out now. Alright, see you, Selbig! Ah, ooh, tempting. Alright, let's try something a little bit different. I release the spell. Then cast Levitate on him again. Goblin floats to the ceiling again. This time he struggles less. His pride is stung by your display of power. With a bit of your focus, you manage to keep the spell up even as he fights you. You don't need him to talk, but if he talks, that might be useful. So if he's not scared of you, that means the threat won't work. If he's too proud to talk, then you can't offer him a deal, which means you need a plan B. How do you get past the goblin? No deal. And he's not scared of me. Where's your god now? Surely these other goblins aren't worth the hassle to you. I'm an adventurer. You could be my little buddy. And we can see the world together. Won't you cooperate with me? Goblin thinks about that for a few seconds before they respond. You let me go and I'll do whatever you say. You get the impression that if you don't make him feel important, he'll stab you in the back as soon as you let him go. Excellent. What is your name? I forgot to close quote again. My name is Urg, he says proudly. I am a leader of this tribe. What, you are? He is, you note, a very short goblin, not even up to your waist in height. He may or may not... He may only be a goblin, but he does have a certain presence about him. He could definitely stab you in the back with his little stabby sword, unless he's an ally. How likely do you think he is to agree to ally with you? You sound like a fearsome ally indeed, Erg. Together, I think we could do anything. I let him float gently to the floor. Managed to release the magic without dropping the spell, and Erg floats to the floor, landing neatly on his feet. He holds a stabby sword up, but he doesn't look like he intends to attack you. As leader of the tribe, I say I will follow you wherever you go. Thank you, Erg. Actually, did he even... Oh, okay. But do you mind asking... explaining why your tribe attacked me? You entered our territory, and you looked like trouble. We take care of our own, and your kind are always a threat to us. You might have been here to kill us, or take our women. Goblin glares at you, still holding his sword at the ready. He has a look in his eye like he's daring you to give him a reason to attack you. Like he really wants to attack you. You feel like if you give him any justification, or if you let him out of your sight, he'll probably attack you. He's definitely not a trustworthy ally. I get the impression that the DM is telling me something. Oh, a simple misunderstanding then. I am a peaceful traveler. Traveler has one L. I only cause violence to those who would harm the innocent. And I am not particularly inclined toward goblin women. No offense. Goblin looks almost insulted that you aren't interested in goblin women. He starts to seethe for a moment and then comes to a decision. Don't give me your lies, you man. He sheathes his sword, but he's still glaring at you. You can barely even see over his bald, pointed head. Goblin is very, very suspicious of you. If you take me to the exit, I promise I will be out of your tribe's hair. That sounds like a trap, the Goblin Urk says, suspicion dripping from his voice. He doesn't seem to want to give you an easy win. He's also not sure how else to win other than killing you, which you're sure he doesn't trust himself to do. Urk seems to be deep in the grip of a cognitive dissonance as far as you're concerned. He seems to want, but to fear, the opportunity to gain a lot of wealth by following you out of the goblin caves and getting a cut of your loot. Here we go. Come on, little buddy. If I wanted to cause you harm, I would have done so while you were still asleep. I don't trust you! The goblins look you in the eye. What? His face a mask of distrust, but you don't think Urg is a bad goblin, just a frightened one. Doesn't help that you're a scary human as far as the goblin is concerned. Wow, racist. I'm an elf. Stand in a stalemate for a moment, the goblin's staring at you. Eventually he says, fine. How do you intend to get out of this dungeon then? I need your help to find the exit. Another pause, then unexpectedly the suspicious goblin lets out a of laughter. He nods and takes his blade out, his attitude having changed dramatically. Fair enough, stranger. Let's go. He starts to walk toward the southern opening of the hall you're standing in. I follow Erg to the exit. As you follow Erg to the exit, more goblins come out of hiding to watch you both pass. There are about 24 goblins. You see that many of them are carrying spears, and all of them look to be in good fighting condition. You notice too that their weapons seem to be a better make than you would have expected. Goblin armor appears to be of crude metal. Nothing more than copper in most cases, but strong enough for the goblins to fight with and to hold off a human as long as they're careful. Your tribe has impressive weaponry. Where did you get it from? Erg looks back to you smugly. We were lucky. A caravan passed through our territory last season. They were weak. He has a look in his eye that says he still has the blood of the dead caravan merchants on his blade. It's a little off-putting. Erg's tribe definitely are not the good guys in this story. How wonderful for you. We proceed toward the exit. Party of goblins continues down the hall. Follow them through several hallways, then find that the main room of the goblins' lair is right through a large heavy stone arch at the end of this hall. In this room is a pile of the goblins' treasure, mostly copper and a few pieces of cheap silver and gold. Goblins are quite happy to be showing off their treasure to you, and look at you expectantly as if they want a compliment. Wow. Is this real copper? I've never seen so much. The goblins look at you, and it's clear they are not entirely sure if you're being sarcastic. Fair enough. Before they can question you, though, Erg says, of course it's real, silly. Glares over the treasure like a proud parent. It's more than you could ever dream of. It's true, you've never seen so much money before. More interested in saving my skin. I proceed toward the exit. After more time spent walking in silence, the goblin tribe leads you to a heavy wooden door in the back of the room. Erg opens the door and gestures you forwards. Take a few steps into the light to find yourselves on a hilltop, with your exit clearly marked out below you. The exit you see, in the distance you see other settlements. There are some paths cut through the nearby forest. You find more goblin and orc tribes. Damn, where did Wilbur end up? Such copper. Wilbur turns, thanks the goblins for their hospitality, and casts Earthquake to collapse their lair. Erg and the goblins are furious. They rush at you, stabbing and hacking with their spears, trying to stop you before you can cast your spell. They don't stop you, but they slow you down a little. First few orcs die mid-charge. Alright. You cast Earthquake, and the hill beneath your feet erupts and crumbles. The hilltop is gone, and the goblin tribe and their treasure disappear into the chasm. We fucked around. And found out. I flip the double bird at the ruins of the lair. Common tribe does not care about your obscene gesture. They're falling into a pit beneath you. You watch their final despairing and desperate efforts to grab on as the ground dissolves beneath them, or they disappear into the darkness. So we can keep going for a little bit. I returned to town. Take the road back down the hill and return to the Adventurers Guild to collect your pay of your quest. How much do I receive? The quest leader gives you 1,000 gold pieces. You can choose for it to be paid to you immediately or be given a scroll where you can claim the amount later. You also receive a +1 dagger for your efforts. Nothing special, but still a good weapon. I take the gold pieces. Don't believe in paper money. But you. I ask if there are any more quests befitting an elderly wizard. Of course. The quest leader looks over his quest book. There's a dungeon full of undead you can explore if you like. He passes you the quest book. Page 21, the old graveyard. Undead, eh? I was thinking of something a little more urban. Well, we do have an unusual request that recently came into town. There's a small bar on Main Street. Someone's apparently sent them a rather disturbing message. I'll quote it. The dead will walk. Be afraid. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. We'd like to know what this means, so perhaps you can pay the bar a visit. He hands you a note containing the address of the bar. It feels like the DM is trying to railroad me into an undead campaign. I nod, accepting the request. Yeah, no. Let's go with that. I appreciate your help, Master Wizard, says the quest giver. The bar is a short walk from the guild hall. As you approach the bar, you see a large crowd gathered around the door, blocking your way. Someone shouts, "Go away, we're closed!" The crowd responds with some rude words and a few thrown objects. One which hits the door makes a sickening wet noise as it slides down the wood. I try to find out what the crowd is angry about. Crowd ignores any questions you ask, so you find yourself speaking to a barmaid. Barmaid rolls her eyes in annoyance. Some psycho keeps sending the barkeeper messages saying that the dead are going to rise up and murder us all, and there's nothing we can do about it. Just a madman who seems to take special delight in bothering us at the bar. May I see one of these messages? I am here on... I don't think I've ever had to spell behalf before. Behalf? Okay. of the Adventurers Guild. If the TM wants to bring you to Strahd, that could be it. Are you DMing this? She rolls her eyes once more, but hands you a piece of bloody parchment. The parchment is written in very poor penmanship. It says as follows: "The dead will rise. Be afraid." I use magic to try and find any secret script. As you wave your hands and mutter the words of the spell, the writing in black ink glows a very faint green. Realize that there's a second message in the parchment, written in green ink, that is invisible without magic. Invisible, but green, I see. Looking closer, you realize that the black ink writing and the green ink are written in very different handwriting. I read the message in green ink. We will raise the dead, and with their help, we will tear your bodies apart. The time for action is coming. Be afraid and despair. Oh. That's not very helpful. I ask the barmaid if, any necromancers or dark mages frequent their establishment. She gives you a look like you just asked her if she knows any people whose job it is to drown puppies. I don't know about the regulars. That would be the job of a guard. Points over to the door with a guard behind it. Why don't you go ask them? You don't know about the you're the barmaid. How do you not know about the regulars? Alright, fine. I ask the guard the same question. They sigh. A lot of regulars here do some kind of magic. Most are harmless, but you get the occasional idiot who thinks he's edgy and tries to practice dark magic. And, you ask? And they eventually either turn evil and try to kill people, or die. It takes a special kind of genius to not kill yourself while practicing such magic. The idiots tend to not live for very long. Did you have to ban anyone like that from the bar recently? Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Some dark mage called himself the Raven, and he was going around telling everybody he was going to rip their guts out and make them bleed. Damn, what an edgelord. I cringe, as this is some cringe-ass edgelord shit. A crying ass. Guards all laugh, and the head guard adds, "Yeah, there are a lot of those kind of people in this town." He shrugs. So many idiots are surprised when they realize the safe magic they were using is actually just baby's first necromancy. Now they're all cursed to raise the dead, as it's only part of the power they have control over. The only part of the power. Alright. I ask the guard what he knows about the Raven. Oh, Raven? That's the name he was using to sign himself into the bar. He had a few drinks, then disappeared into the forest. Never saw him again. We thought he died. Maybe he's just a dark cultist now. I don't know much about his magic. Just that he was good at dark magic. Very, very good. Sounds like I mean, it just sort of sounds like a guy got kicked out of a bar and is, like, just mad, trying to vandalize it with zombies, but... I thank the guard for his answers. I seek out a local ranger for more information. Find a ranger in a tavern on the edge of town. She's very, very drunk. She looks like she might be about 3 pints away from passing out on the bar. She gives you a look that tells you she will help you exactly as much as you help her in this state. Alright. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am. I am hoping that you can help me find a possible dark mage that has wandered into the forest. You're not sure if she's even heard you, as the ranger's head has found its way onto the bar, facing down. She snores loudly. God damn it. Alright, alright. I tap a gold coin on the bar next to her, trying to get her attention with it. I've played this game before. She looks up, squinting as she is clearly struggling to hold her eyelids open. She shakes herself awake before focusing on you. When she sees the gold coin, you have her undivided and drunken attention. Do you know anyone named the Raven? Ranger looks like she's considering it, then waves her hand. The Raven, right, I know them. Always talking in riddles. The one who raises the dead with evil magic. Ranger seems to fall asleep sitting up, her head flopping again onto her arm. God. Alright. I try to prop her head back up. Ma'am, I really need this information. I really need, to know where the Raven has gone. Ranger snores again, this time falling off the bar stool and landing in the pile on the ground. The other patrons of the bar laugh at her, with several even taking bets as to how long she will sleep for. Okay. I put my head in both hands. And sigh. A voice comes from across the bar. You recognize the voice as the barkeeper from the bar on your quest. Oh, don't worry. It only happens about once a week. The rangers of this town all take turns to get drunk and be completely useless. I don't suppose you know anyone else who can tell me the Raven's location. Well, you could try the tavern outside of town. A few ex-adventurers might be there. They usually know where any dark mages or other bad stuff ends up. They used to deal with it. The barkeeper goes back to tending bar. It seems that they're just ignoring you, the drunk ranger on the floor. How many bars do I have to visit? How many bars are in this town? I sigh. Getting my weary bones up once again to go to the third tavern of the day. Bar is slightly more rowdy than the last bar. You see a lot of grizzled veterans of adventure here, some of which seem very drunk. Barkeep notices your tired frame and asks you to leave, but is distracted by an argument at the back of the bar between two drunken customers. Excuse you. Just ask a wizard to leave? I ignore the barkeep and sit with some especially grizzled individuals. Several patrons take an interest in you as you approach their table and begin to ask you questions about why you want to know about the Raven. Ooh, they already know. They're all very curious, and you soon find yourself surrounded by a crowd of drunk adventure folk. They're surprisingly friendly. It seems like they're talking about their exploits, and they're very eager to help you out. Ah, okay. I tell them that I have a quest to deal with the Raven. He is causing trouble for one of the town's bars, threatening to send the dead after them. Yeah, it's a power crawl, exactly. Crowd erupts into laughter and you can hear a cry of, "Oh, so there's really something going on in the bar." Many of the patrons take an interest in helping you. They begin to share their stories of how they too had trouble with the Raven. Seems like you're in the right place. Oh, okay. Would I be correct in assuming that you all would be interested in a trip to the woods so that we may kick the Raven's ass clean off? They all stand and yell out, "Yes!" A few of them grab swords off the wall, and the rest of them grab their weapons of choice. Damn. Raven's really not popular, it seems. With a new posse, I am confident in our chances of success. I ask, who knows the way to the Raven's current location? Several of the drunk veterans raise their weapons and say, "Me!" Clearly they've all been waiting for a moment like this. The barkeep is also raising their fists with the cry of, "I've been waiting for this day!" This is going to get interesting. Alright. I let them lead the way. One of the veterans calls out, "Now let's kick some undead ass!" You and about 20 other drunk adventurers head out into the cold, foggy forest. They take you to a ruined castle at the edge of the forest. This castle is obviously the Raven's hideout. Alright, gentlemen. Allow me to check for magical defenses. I think it'll know. I don't have to say. You go do that, one of the veterans says, before he takes a swig from a wineskin and draws his sword. They gather around you, waiting for you to perform the arcane spell that can check for magical defenses. Alright, sure. I cast Detect Magic. As you cast Detect Magic, you find that the entire castle is surrounded by a field of dark magic. It radiates all around the building in a dome. Veterans don't look very happy. I attempt to dispel the field of dark magic. As you attempt to dispel the dome, you realize why it is so powerful. It's not a single spell, rather it is several spells all placed on top of one another to form a dome. You realize that if you're not careful, you might cause a lot of damage to the surrounding area from all the spells being released at once. Dang. Okay, this guy knows a little bit more about magic than I thought. I warn the posse to take cover, as this might get ugly. Veterans take cover behind the trees and you start to dispel the dome. To no one's surprise, things do indeed get very ugly very quickly. The moment you dispel the dome, every individual spell is released all at once. A huge explosion goes off in the castle, causing much property damage. You assume that all of the dark mages and zombies inside have also been obliterated by the explosion. Oh. Oh. It seems he didn't think it through. When he placed so many explosive defenses in the castle. Several of the veterans emerge from behind the trees. The one who drew his sword earlier is covered head to toe in ash and soot, but seems otherwise unharmed. He looks at you and says, "Thank you. We owe you a whole case of wine for this one. Thank you for saving the day." The rest of his posse echoes these sentiments, and several of the veterans clap you on the back. Ow. I'm 700 years old, please. Be gentle. I'm still not sure if the Raven is dead. I suggest that we search the ruins. None of the veterans feel the need to search the ruins. They assume that the Raven is probably dead. After all, the explosion was quite large. They are, however, willing to pay you for your services. They've been paid several times more than what your original quest was with the bar. Do you accept this generous sum of money? Or do you still wish to pursue the Raven? Oh, dang. Do more work and don't get paid, or do less work and get paid? I accept their generous sum, leaving the Raven for dead. You leave the Raven for dead. You have successfully completed your quest, taken a considerable amount of money. This town will be forever in your debt. Oh no, because they paid for me. Really? Is it forever in debt just because this guy was, you know... Guy was, like, basically sending bomb threats to a bar? Zombie threats, I guess. I'm gonna check some things. Hang on a moment. Okay. Let's see, what is that, 2 hours? That seems like this was a fun little experiment, I think. Wilbur has completed 2 quests. He's received a lot of money. The town is in his debt. He went to 3 different bars, met a bunch of people, one really, really drunk ranger, and killed a ton of goblins. I think this was a fine little time. And I think I might send you guys off to someone else. Here, let's just go to the talkie talk screen while I click a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think Wilbur leveled up from that. There we go. Also, he soloed it, so he got solo XP. Just turn that off. Okay. Zuzu is doing a Elden Ring stream, which is apparently a randomizer. That seems like fun. I'll pop you guys over there. Say hi for me. Go. Zuzu. E. Oh. Oh, okay. /raid. Oh, they don't allow raids. All right, fine. Someone else I know? An art stream? Sure, why not? Follow or subscribe on... Okay. There we go. Looks like you'll be on your way soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.